In this video, I do an unboxing of not just one, not two, but three Sigma APS-C lenses. We'll take a look at them. If you don't know me already, I go by That One Camera Guy. I do tutorials, guides, and reviews on Sony mirrorless equipment and gear. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on the latest content. And smash that like button because it always helps out my channel and helps produce videos just like the ones you're going to see today. Thank you. Now this video again is just an unboxing and quick initial look and first impressions on three very interesting lenses. Now why in the world am I talking about these three in the first place? One, it's the price. Two, it's for APS-C for Sony E-mount. And three, I don't know, there's no other three, I just said that out of the top of my head. But I'm very interested in these because they're affordable and they're lightweight. So while I'm talking about why I went ahead and had some interest in it, what my plans are for, I'll do an unboxing as you can see overlaid in the B-roll. But I am interested in comparing and taking a look at the 19mm with respect to the 16mm f1.4. So currently right now, Sigma made two really fast APS-C prime lenses, which are these, the Sigma 16 and the 30mm f1.4. Very fast lenses, really like them. The 16mm is my favorite of the two. Now these three are a little bit slower. They're at f2.8, so you're losing nearly 2 stops of light. They're not going to be the best for low light environments, but as a general purpose lens, f2.8 isn't all that bad. But is it worth it? That's what I really want to know. So when we take a look, for example, at the 19mm f2.8, which I have here, that's already out, it's mounted to an Alpha 6300. It's only 3mm difference from the Sigma 16mm. How much does that make in terms of usage-wise? How much is that 3mm going to affect your work? So I am going to be taking a look at that in a future video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Then we have the 30mm f2.8 over here. And I like this because I can make some comparisons not only with the Sigma 30 f1.4, but also the Sony 35 f1.8 optical steady shot lens. So there's three APS-C autofocusing prime lenses I can do a comparison in and kind of give a price comparison ratio to figure out, hey, you know, this one might be the best choice over the other. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts down below, which of the three you think might be the best that comes out on top for money, right? What's for best bang for buck, either the 32.8 or the Sigma 30 1.4 or even the Sony 35 f1.8 OSS. So I'll take some time in a video to go ahead and make a comparison for those. So that's why I'm interested in checking that out. And then finally, this one's kind of the oddball in the group. It's the Sigma 60mm f2.8. I'm not really sure on where this one stands. I think this would be a much better suited portrait lens. So I guess with the 1.5, let's just say it's close to 80, maybe a little bit more than that, right? 85, close to 85. So it's gonna be a really nice focal length for portraiture, but at f2.8, you might not be able to knock the background on as much, but it is gonna work as a portrait lens at 60mm. So I'd like to compare this 60mm f2.8 with the 50mm f1.8 OSS lens and kind of do some cost analysis again on which one might be better, because used prices for the 51.8 OSS match up to that of the price of this Sigma. But let me go over prices really quick. So the 19mm f2.8, this guy retails for $180 US. The 30mm f2.8, which I have here, this also retails for the same thing, 180 bucks retail US. Right now, that's what it is. And then finally, the Sigma 60mm f2.8 retails for around $210 US. So when you start looking at comparisons and prices, I think the Sigma 16mm f1.4 is almost $400, I think, maybe just a little shy higher than that. So when you compare it to a sub $200 lens, it is a big difference in price, but you do really get your best bang for buck with an extra 2 stops of light. So it's really tough to make a determination on that. Let me go ahead and share a little bit about just my initial thoughts shooting with these three lenses. I did take them out in the backyard and shoot a little bit. What I do notice is that when you're in autofocus continuous, the focus area is restricted to the very center portion of the lens, so, or the actual sensor. So you're not going to be able to do like continuous autofocus and have it, jump around the entire screen, unfortunately. But in AFS mode with single point, so you're able to move the focus point around, or the square, you're able to get focus in those areas in AFS mode, which seemed to work really well. I thought the 60mm and the 30 and even the 19 look really sharp, but that's just through the EVF. I haven't had a chance to pop it into the computer, but just taking a look at that, I did find the actual quality to look really good. But we'll see when I pop it into the computer and take a better close look at it. But overall, I think the focus is pretty good. The only caveat I would give is the autofocus continuous. I will do tests with the video a little bit more. I was doing some very basic testing with the 19mm with some face tracking, and it seemed to keep up with me while I was walking. So that looks very promising as far as video autofocus is concerned, but that will be something I will investigate further with these lenses. Folks, that is going to do it for me with these 3 Sigma lenses. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything you'd like for me to check out. The reviews and my looks of these lenses might take some time. I do want to test them out a little bit longer, so be on the lookout for that. So make sure you're subscribed in order for you to catch that in the future. And that's going to do it for me, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out my other content. And with that said, I'm your host, Elwin Camera Guy, and I will catch you on the next video. Peace.
I left my heart in California. I let it go deep into the blue. I could be happy in California. I would be fine with just me and you. Now don't go changing.